Hello,
Hello, sorry.
and welcome to
Finish Big.
Yep, we have a very special episode for you today. We are joined by one of our absolute favourites.
What do you mean, one of? Our absolute favourite.
Favourites. Known for playing Flip in the Sixth Doctor Adventures. It is, of course, Lisa Greenwood.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh,
Brilliant.
very excited.
Very, very excited.
Well, okay, so the first question to hit you with on this Friday morning is, Lisa, have you always wanted to be an actor, or when did the bug hit you?
Oh, well, I suppose that I'd always been quite a performative child. I like to sing, I like to dance, and I like to watch a lot of TV and then mimic that. So I would pretend to do the accents. But I grew up very working class and acting wasn't seen as a career. I didn't even know what drama school was at that time. So my dream was to become an air stewardess. However, I was too short to shut that.
No.
So my dream was crushed. And then I thought I'll be a vet. And then realised that I cried for about 2 months solid after me fussing watching The Lion King and thought, this is not going to work for me either. So luckily acting found me and yeah, the rest is history.
When you say found you, did you sort of excel at acting like during your school years and then go on from there?
Yeah, pretty much. I joined a youth group in my local area growing up and was scouted within that youth group to go down to a TV production. And I can't remember the name. I know someone will find it. But Nicholas Lyndhurst was in the show. So we're going back years and years and years. And I grew up watching Only Fools and Horses. So I was pretty starstruck at that time. And out of all of the kids that went, they picked me out to do a couple of lines. And then that kind of got me on the CV credit, you know, and things like that kept happening until eventually I got signed by my first agent. But at that time, I had no credits, and I wrote to them to be an agent's assistant because I didn't see any representation of working class people in the industry. And I thought, I'll be that representation. I'll find a little group of working class actors. And then I went down there and they went, have you ever acted? And I said, kind of. I've done one commercial and I've done one line on something. And they said, go home, film a monologue. So I did it in my back garden in East Ham, in East London. The sirens were going off when I used to live there. So it was a very authentic tape. And they signed me on the spot. And yeah, from there I got EastEnders, I think. And it continued on.
What was that like then, walking onto the square?
Yeah, I mean, I remember the one show that everyone's ears pricked up. You know, I'd done things that had won Golden Globes at that point. Period dramas, and my whole family weren't paying any attention. But when they heard EastEnders, everyone tuned in, everyone watched, everyone wanted to see me, you know, help Janine give birth. It was really cool. I really loved Janine, actually. She's really a lovely character.
One of the things that you hear a lot in when Doctor Who actors are interviewed is, you know, I'd done RSC, I'd done this and that. The second I got Doctor Who, that's it. That's the only thing anyone paid attention to, you know, despite all the other work. I mean, you got a terrifying question about
going on to Doctor Who, playing this part, entering the world of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. Once it's there, it is always there, and you have the fans, a very loyal fan group. What's that like, stepping into that world? Did you expect when you took on the part?
I didn't expect it at all. I mean, I didn't realise this part was going to happen. I was originally going down to do one scene within the crimes of Thomas Brewster. And it was my first ever audio job. I'd done a bit of ADR. And for people who don't know what ADR is, it's if you've done a TV job and then the line doesn't get picked up correctly, you go back into the booth and re-record the line. So that's kind of the only audio that I'd done at that point. And then I got asked to go down and do the crimes of Thomas Brewster. And yeah, what come from that next was the series regular role, which was completely unexpected. You know, it wasn't something that I expected.
Yeah. Was that how long after that? So you came in to do the part, and then did they like phone up and just be like, come and do the, do you know what I mean? Like,
come back.
come back.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back quite a few years now, so I'm not sure if my memory is going to be correct, but it felt like within the month, it was a very quick process.
Mm.
And I still didn't know what to expect from that. You know, I didn't expect to have the longevity of this character for this many years. You know, I've kind of grown up with Flip. And it's extremely fun to go back every year. It's a privilege and a rarity in performing arts to have a character like that throughout your career.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, not a lot of people have that, to have that character and also that following, and then going to, like, Doctor Who events or conventions and
Yeah,
do you remember, like, your first one where you're like, was it, were you sort of unveiled as Flip
Yeah,
at
I was
the convention,
unveiled.
possibly?
And again, I have no idea of the unveiling. So I think it was Nicholas, maybe David was there, and Jason, and they said, come down to this convention. We want to introduce you to a few people. Flip. And I was like, okay, great. I was pretty much straight off the estate at that point myself, and I didn't know how to really have conversations with people. I was quite a shy person at that age, and no one told me what was going to happen. But I remember the doors opened, and I walked into this massive hall with, it felt like hundreds of people in there. And I was kind of escorted down the middle of the aisle of these people like it was my wedding while everyone... And I thought, what is going on? It was quite intense. But then as you kind of carry on with it, and I've had the luxury to head over to the LA conventions and Chicago conventions, it just becomes so fun to meet everyone.
What is it like with the American conventions? Like, we've never been to one of those. I mean, that must be completely, like, bigger and...
Yeah, it's kind of like next level. You kind of feel like Beyonce for 24 hours. It's really weird. I don't consider myself to be, you know, famous at all. But when you walk in there, it's all eyes on you, and it can feel quite overwhelming at first. But then you realise that the Doctor Who fans are some of the loveliest people you can ever meet. They want to, you know, be there for you, congratulate you. They just want to talk to you about your work. And I absolutely adore it. I love meeting the fans, getting their opinions on Flip. I've had some of the best times at the American conventions.
Well, how did it feel for you? Like, were you aware of Doctor Who much outside of playing Flip? Like, what was it like just stepping into Doctor Who for the first time?
My first memory of Doctor Who would have been Eccleston.
Oh, I feel so old right now.
Yeah, once I got into the job, I learned about all the classic Doctors. But that was my first memory, and I loved him in the part. And then I realised that he wasn't continuing, and I thought, where are they going to go with this? And then David Tennant took over. And I remember, and I would have been far too young to watch it, watching him in Casanova, and thinking, this guy's incredible. He's got this amazing energy, and I'm excited to see him take over the role. So then I think I really locked in during the David Tennant season. So that's my first memories.
Because those scripts that you get for Doctor, they're not like other scripts. Like, you know.
Fungus.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
We've sort of talked to a few people, and they talk about these packages turning up on their doorsteps, these enormous scripts.
You hear them, if they can just about fit through the envelope, you hear them crash onto like the format. They're very thick. Obviously with audio, there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes in terms of sound effects, and we have to factor in running away from aliens and things like that. In a TV script, it's normally about 30 pages. A Doctor Who script, an audio script, I think is around 110.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're very, very big.
Yeah. You say running on, so you don't run in the booth, do you?
Well, it's kind of like a standstill kind of run. So you move your upper body, but you try to keep your legs still, and you breathe as if you are running. But sometimes it genuinely feels like it's a workout, even though you're not going very far.
I suppose, yeah, because you have to, on audio, you do have to really almost sort of give it more.
That's it,
to
yeah.
get that across, don't you?
Yeah, it has to be a lot bigger. But also in a way believable. You can make it more fun with something like Doctor Who because it's a kind of unbelievable world, you know, so you can make it a lot bigger. But yeah, it's a completely different way of acting to TV and film. When I act on TV and film, I make it a lot more insular, a lot more smaller. With the audio, I make it very big. So if anyone wants to see me or has any footage of me in that audio, I was absolutely mad. Like, it's massive, it's big. We all look like lunatics in there.
We just adore Flip because she just ran into Doctor Who with like crazy energy and wonderful humour. And Colin Baker's Sixth Doctor, he'd had like a lot of companions before Flip, but he never had like a sassy, millennial alongside. And I remember when I heard it, I was like, how is that going to work? God, it worked like gangbusters. Those first couple, I mean, I could tell why. I think it was David Richardson and Jonathan Morris, who we've spoken to before, who were just like, this girl in Crimes of Thomas Brooke, we need to get her back. Like, they're incredible together.
I was so unaware of all of this happening. And I think if I would have known that there was an opportunity to have Flip for this long, maybe it would have been different on the Crimes of Thomas Brewster, because maybe I would have overperformed. So it was lucky that it all just happened that way. It felt like fate, and yeah, incredibly thankful to the whole team for bringing me in. They're extremely lovely, and it's just been such a joy to play her.
What's so funny is in the first one there, you're on a railway carriage off to an alien planet, and then in your next one, when you're in a supermarket being chased by Daleks. It's like
behind the
doesn't let your imagination fly though, doesn't it?
That's the great thing about Flip. She has all of these incredible stories, and what I really do love to see, and it makes me realise that they really do understand the character, is when they bring humour in. As a performer, I love doing humour, and Flip has that capacity to show humour. So I think she brings a little bit of that to the whole thing.
Yeah, and on audio as well. I mean, we love audio drama just generally as well. Like all the, like say, the Big Finish shelves here. Like Big Finish is like my Roman Empire. I'm ordering like every day. Like, and yeah, it's just great to immerse yourself in that world, and it's just so much fun. It's so great.
I thought they killed you off in your next story in the fourth wall. Do you remember that cliffhanger where it looks like Flip had died? I went, no, she just died. What's happening? There was a great reveal at the end.
Right? The scene. That's the thing with, timey-wimey. You can go back and forward. We can keep you on the edge. You never really know what's going on. I think all of the audio companions can, come back. So I'm not sure if anyone has been killed off in the past.
Probably not. There's all sorts, isn't there?
Come back. I mean, I could just imagine you reading that script though, going, excuse me, dead? It's like, what's happening? Nobody warned me.
No, do you know what? You just have to take it with a pinch of salt, and you read these things, and then call them up and say, right, what's going on here? Have you filled me off what's happening? But no, they wouldn't do that to me.
We have to ask,
Never know.
because Colin is by far our favourite of the favourite doctors, but favourite of the audio doctors. What's it like working with Colin and obviously with Miranda Raisin as well?
So I started the journey with Colin, and you hear him before you see him. So he's got this big booming voice. He's kind of like the commander of our ship, so to speak. He can be the biggest gossip. He loves a chocolate brownie. But he's been great to learn from. He's done this for so many years. I've learned so many tricks from him. And it's almost like coming back to see this family that you see every year. I go back to play Flip every year, and it's great to catch up with them yearly. And the same with Miranda. I think there's just such a great juxtaposition between Flip and Connor. And bringing Miranda in just brought a new dynamic to our travels. Miranda's so brilliant. She's so talented. I went to watch her in a play the other day. And I think when we work together as well, because we've been doing it for so long, we have like a flow. And I know that if I'm with them two in the booth, it's going to be a quick day. So we can just hit it out, really quickly. We know how each other works, and that's great.
Is it quite exciting? Because obviously the casts that Big Finish pull in are incredible, aren't they? So the guest actors coming in, is it just like, do you know who's coming in the day, or do people turn up and you're like, oh my word, like?
So a bit of both. So sometimes on the script you'll get the breakdown of who's coming in. I've always tended not to Google people. I want to meet them in the moment. But sometimes, you recognise the name. Like we had Mark Heap hello, Jackie. Like, I was just like, don't say hello, Jackie. Like, we watched that so much Friday night dinner in our house. So I was a little bit starstruck there. And then we had Madge from Benidorm. That was another
Sheila Reid. Yes. Oh, yeah.
that was another moment for me. But yeah, you do. But also, there's sometimes not enough time to be starstruck. You're straight in the door, straight in the booth, and you have to lock in and get the work done. But during lunchtime, you do have a little moment to kind of speak to everyone and have a little gossip and find out about people's careers. It's really, I mean, it's a podcast in itself.
That's what we want recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Big Finish Lunch podcast.
Oh, there's something in there,
Well, saying about sort of meeting people, obviously we go to Big Finish Day and Doctor Who conventions and things like that. What would be your convention thing? What is the thing that, it doesn't have to be like a TV show, it could be anything. What would you be like, I'm going for that weekend, I'm going to meet those people? What is your thing?
Mine would absolutely be Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
The biggest fan. I again was really too young to watch it and not really understand what was happening the first time I watched it. But I've watched the whole entire series, the multiple series, at least 6 times. Like, when I say I'm a super fan, I'm a super fan. So it would definitely be Buffy, and I would probably cosplay as Drusilla if I was.
Oh, please.
And one of like the most incredible things to come out of Big Finish as well was I got to meet her.
The
Yeah.
vampire. What was it
Well,
called?
no, not during that. This was way before that. I was out in LA with Jason, and she just rocked up. I was like, "That's Drusilla," and she was doing a play, and she asked if me and Jason and Philip Olivier wanted to go down and watch it. So we had a private screening or private viewing of her on stage, and it was literally just me sitting in the audience with Jason. And I was completely starstruck. It was the best moment, but I was too shy to ask for a picture.
Oh.
I wish that I did. I wish that I did in the moment, but I thought she'd given me enough, so I didn't want to ask.
You remember at the end of Buffy where they gave all the power to all the girls in that wonderful moment at the end? Oh, I mean, I know the reboot's not happening now. You would have been amazing in the reboot. One of the Slayers.
Oh my God, or a vampire. But no, I think, growing up in the East End and growing up working class, you do have a bit of an energy about you, and watching Buffy was incredibly empowering. I used to run around this house, high kicking, punching. Like, I thought I had so much power, and I do think it's to do with the show.
Yeah, definitely.
And also in those, there's the humour in Buffy as well.
Yeah.
That I absolutely love as well, and and I like that the same in Doctor Who as well, when there's those humorous moments and those sort of one-liners.
But the girls in Doctor Who now, the companions, and I'm including Flip in it, I think Buffy had a massive influence on how they write. Because, Flip could have come straight from Buffy. She's quick, she's witty, she's got tons of agency. It's not like sort of the girls from the past where there was a lot of, falling over and screaming and things like that. I can't imagine Flip screaming ever in a Doctor Who story.
I'm trying to think if she has ever screamed actually now.
It might have been.
I
There
can
might
think
have
of one
been.
time, but it was when you was, she was, sorry, standing on a space station about to leap towards the Earth.
Yes,
But then even I would scream at that point. Like,
Can you do
you got to love a scream.
no.
Slowly getting away from the mic. It's like, ah!
You know what?
He
They
does a
left
good
me
Todd
hanging.
Baker.
He's going, Flip. I was like, they left you on a cliffhanger flying towards Earth, and I didn't find out what happened to you for a year. I was like, come on now.
I'm so funny. But I agree. I think, especially for me, and I haven't really thought about it like that way, but maybe Buffy did have an influence on Flip. There wasn't any, from what I remember, a huge character breakdown with Flip. It was kind of go in and give it, and maybe I took a bit of inspiration from that. Probably likely, bearing in mind how much I've watched it.
There's something really amazing about Flip and Constance together. There's a story, Scorched Earth, where you go to just after the end of the Second World War, and there's a real ethical argument, isn't there, between the two characters? One that's saying, no, you can't treat somebody like this, that's Flip, and Constance saying, well, sorry, but I've been through. And until that point, they were like, Bezzy mates and sisters, and the drama that came out of that. I thought that was an incredible script by Chris Chapman.
Yeah,
Really sort of
great writer.
nailing the two characters.
Yeah, and I think that's the great thing about Big Finish. It takes you on a journey. You know, nothing is going to be plain sailing, especially in real life and relationships with people. You are going to come across disagreements in real life. And I just thought it was really nice that we had the opportunity to showcase that. And, you know, Flip and Constance are always going to be best mates. You know, they're not the sort of people to completely turn their backs on each other. But it was a nice moment to kind of show all aspects of the characters.
The one where they're trying to drag the Doctor to a spa just makes me laugh.
I like
Colin in a spa just makes me laugh.
Middle.
The middle, yes.
Yeah. That was.
You know what? I've got to say this. I said, she's not going to know all the stories. He goes, she's going to know the stories.
I said you will. You know him. You know him.
You do.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites actually. I just really liked that idea, and I had visions of it being a TV episode. You know, I could see that one really going over because it was so fun. But you never know. I don't know if they did take inspiration or if any of the team have worked on the show. That's something I need to look into.
Another one, Static. Johnny Morris's Static. Really scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of my kind of vibe of an audio drama, like We're an Eye or Static, the sort of more creepy, listen in the dark kind of ones.
More horror.
Ones that I can't. Yeah, that's my fun one.
It's flipping that microlight, isn't it? Going over the ice.
Yeah.
The monsters.
I listened to that one in pitch black with earphones in.
Are you this brave in real life?
Am I this brave in real life? I do think I have got it in me, but I think Flip is more of a leap before you look character, where I will assess it just a fraction longer. I'm still a leap before you look kind of person, but I think I'm, you know, not as in the moment as Flip, or what's the word? She's just so impulsive, right? So I don't think I'm as impulsive as Flip. But am I brave? I think I am. I like to think I am. We never know, do we, until we're in the moment.
You stand up in front of people giving auditions. I couldn't do that in a million years. I think you're very brave.
That can be scary. It's almost like you can turn it on a little bit, you know. I think preparation is key. And it took me a long time to learn this with auditions. If you have the script locked in, if you know, have gone over the script, you can't really go wrong. And also, I came to the conclusion that I can only do my best. And, you know, this is all I can do. And if it's not right for the project, it's not right for the project. So if you take all the expectations off it, you feel good in the moment because you're there to create, you know. And hopefully the cast and directors are on your side.
What's on the back of that, what's been a really great audition, and what's been a one where you don't want to think about it again?
I'm trying to think. I've had some really cringe auditions. Oh my God. Like I've had one where I had loads of caffeine before I went in, which was a bad move. You know, drinking loads of Pepsi, having a coffee. So I was talking 100 miles an hour. I think I courtesied to the cast.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I know, it was awful. I was like, hello. And then I walked out and I was like, thank you. I was like, oh my God, that was so cringe. So I've had a few moments like that, but not so much about the performance, just my social.
You do these incredible on Instagram. You do these incredible. I've been seeing these incredible things where you're like, do an audition in the style of this.
Oh yeah.
Surely they're not like that. Surely, like.
They do have their moments. I mean, they're a bit exaggerated for social media, but yeah, you do have some wild ones. I had to pretend to be a jockey once.
Oh, no.
I went in and there was this like chair and they're like, just jump on the chair. So I'm like, I really hope that never sees the light of day. But you can tell when it's been a good audition. You know, I've left thinking I'm in the running for this because it just feels organic, and it flows and it feels great. But then there's been auditions where I've walked out and thought that was horrendous, and then you also get the part. Auditions where you think you've done a good job and you don't get the part. So, you know, you never know if you're going to get something.
People are good with a poker face, aren't they? Yeah, thank you. We'll let you know. Yes.
Yeah, and there's so many logistics into who gets the part. You know, it's not just the cast and director. It goes to the director, the production team, the exec producers. You've got to jump over a few hurdles to get there. So yeah, just take the expectation off, I'd say. If there's any aspiring actors, just do your best and then you can't go wrong.
Auditioning, is it easier in person, or do you like doing like a self-tape or something? Is that in some ways easier because you can sort of perfect it a bit more?
I think when I first started acting, it was literally solely in-person meetings.
Mm.
And there's a mixture of emotions with that. I think they could be quite nerve-wracking. But also you had the opportunity to meet the casting director and create a relationship and really collaborate within that meeting. So you could give your idea. If they didn't particularly like it, they give you another idea and you collaborate. With self-tapes, it's kind of all on your shoulders. You get maybe a few notes, but you have to go with what you feel is right. You also have to set up your whole setup, and then you also have to make that decision of do I think my tape is good enough to send, when originally I would never see it, you know? Um, but also there are people that are against self-tapes. Me coming from the background that I came from, I also think it's a big opportunity to open the door to so many other people. So, getting into London would have been expensive, travel fares. If you've got self-tapes, pretty much anyone can audition. So I'm all about giving everyone an opportunity. So for that reason, I think they're great as well.
Are there less opportunities for like working class actors?
I mean, I'm probably not the best person to ask in terms of that because I'm not behind the scenes in that way. I would say my accent growing up was very thick. And I would say a lot of the time I was brought in for working class opportunities, where a lot of my peers that I was coming up with who had the opportunity to go to drama school was playing multiple roles plus the East End roles. So I feel like sometimes there's less opportunity for working class. I mean, you'd have to do some research and get the statistics, but I've been very fortunate in terms that I've got to play some amazing working class characters. So yeah, you'd maybe have to cast the net a little bit wider to get more of an opinion. But I have been fortunate and I'm very thankful for the characters that I have played.
I could see you in a fabulous gown though, and a Jane Austen as well.
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah. Bit of bonnet. And I would, yeah.
What's been your favourite television role that you've done?
This is really difficult because I think every single TV project teaches you something, and I've learned something from everything I've done. I mean, I loved Call the Midwife. We're going back with that one, but it was set in the East End. I got to work with Pam Ferris, who was Miss Trunchbull, who I didn't realise was Miss Trunchbull in the moment, which is crazy. I only figured it out during hair and makeup, and I was like, no way. Matilda was my all-time favourite children's film. And plus, it was a great story. The writing was brilliant and it resonated with me. And then there's been other projects where I didn't think would have the same effect, but they've affected me in different ways. Like I did one with, I won't say the name because I don't want it to get shadow banned, but it was on BBC Three and Chance Perdomo was in it. And Chance Perdomo was a fabulous actor. He was in Gen Z.
Oh, Gen Z, yeah.
And unfortunately he passed away. But this project was a true story. And I remember going to the screening and meeting the family. And after I worked on that, I realized that I wanted to do more things that meant something and I felt something from or created good. So I think that's my vision going forward. But yeah, I can't pick one favorite one. Like everything's got something special about it, you know?
My mother was a hard woman, and you and the cast of Call the Midwife would break her heart on a regular basis. She'd be there on the phone like, "Oh, it doesn't happen to that." Oh boy, it's a very emotional show, isn't it?
Writing is so beautiful. And they use real life babies, which is what I did not expect. There's like real babies there. I was like, no.
You take that. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I did not factor that in. It's like a whole new level of trying to stay calm while holding a baby, while trying to remember your lines, while trying to find your mark. You know? But yeah, it's one of, I think, the best TV shows that we've had in the UK, and it's run for so many years. So yeah, it just shows that people love it.
I'm trying to get him to watch The Hour.
Yes.
I absolutely love The Hour.
Yes.
That was great. He's
By
not seen
Abby
it yet.
Morgan, one of my first ever TV shows. I was fortunate to play a regular on that one.
Yeah.
And I was straight from the East End, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, we're going to cut your hair off. Cut all your hair off. We're going to dye it red. We're going to put it in a bob." I couldn't go to Romford for months. I was like, "I'm not going out."
Oh,
But what an experience, you know. It was a great thing to work on. Abby is, again, one of the best writers, I think, of our generation. Everything from that show was eye-opening, and I think had a huge influence on my life going forward. It was my first, I would say, proper big girl job, you know, time to grow up. And yeah, it was really, really great to be a part of it.
is it? You just said there about, you know, obviously they cultivate a look for TV, but the people we've spoken to, they say it's wonderful, Big Finish. You can just rock up in your pajamas, you know, like you don't matter what you're wearing.
You absolutely could. I think the only thing with audio and Big Finish is you can't wear things that rustle or jingle. That's important. So no rustly trousers, no jewellery, no earrings. I just tie my hair up sometimes and wear something basic because you don't want to do the whole take and then realise you have to do it again, you know. But you can, you know, Big Finish is a really cool place. There's no judgment there. Just rock up as you are, how you feel, and you're accepted. You know, it's a really, really lovely bunch of people.
I'm quite good friends with Robert Valentine, and I've been trying to twist his arm for a long time, saying, "Is Flip coming back? You tell me if Flip's coming back, all right?" And he won't give me an inch, even though, you know, he comes down to Eastbourne to see me at all sorts. Is Flip coming back? No, I know you can't stay. I know
that.
Please. I keep saying to Mark goes, "There's new Big Finish news. Is Flip back?" That's all I want to know.
That's what I do when I want to, like, not answer a question. I just pretend I've frozen on Zoom or, you know, the telephone so no one bothers me. I'm like that.
Oh,
Well, we absolutely hope so.
so.
We hope so. Because when there's another box set, a Sixth Doctor box set, it's always an event for us. We're like,
When we saw
we have,
people
like-
coming back for the Quinn Dilemma, we was very excited.
or we'll have like either sit on the beach and listen,
Yeah, we-
or get a big buffet, and we'll sit and listen, or something like. We'll sit in the garden.
I love
It's always
that.
really nice.
We're painting a picture here.
I can't believe people take the audios and they listen to them. It's bizarre to me that it's gone out into the world. You kind of forget as an actor that it is going out that far. You know, I didn't think anyone would know me in America, and it's travelled across the pond. You know, which is great.
Every time there's a new Colin, I'm like, right, get the buffet and we're going down the beach.
Yeah, it's always, yeah.
Moment.
It's a small life, you know.
No, we've got things that we love, and you know, it's the community as well. Like the Doctor Who community is an amazing community to be a part of. So what better way to kind of spend your time? You know, I would love to. I mean, I'm part of the Doctor Who community, but even I love being part of it. When I go to the conventions, it's
I
really
think
fun.
we're like queuing up in, you know, at the Big Finish Day, and we're just chatting to people next to us or whatever. You have like half an hour chat with whoever, and because you listen to the same things, and you know all the same
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's
And
great.
I have to say, because you were there with Lisa Bauman at the
Yes.
that's the photograph I sent across at the 50th.
Yes,
That
4
was
years ago,
my
2012.
first convention, and I was so nervous. And I only came up to the two of you I said, "Oh, please can I have a picture?" And I just sort of ran away. You were so kind. Both of you were so kind. Yeah.
I'm glad. I hope that if someone meets me, they're left with a good impression. I think, you know, you never know what kind of day you're having, but I do try to make an effort. If someone's come and said hello to me because they like my work, what better way? You know, it's great. It feels great for me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, keep coming saying hi.
There's a Big Finish Day next year. Are you going to be at that?
I don't know if I've been invited. I'll have to check my emails. I mean, who's organising?
We'll have to get in touch with Jason Haig Ellery, all right?
Yeah, judge with the big cheese, yeah.
Yeah, give them a call.
Oh, well, look,
Right.
Mark as
Well,
don't be scared, all right?
got a little bit of a challenge here.
Right.
I think
Okay.
we're going to try and determine your favourite Flip story,
Okay.
if that's possible.
There's a process, but it's quite simple.
Okay, I'll explain. Here's the science part, everyone. So I'm going to go through each Flip story
Yes.
in release order, and all you have to do is just say this or that, Flip or that, which one you prefer, and we'll go through one by one.
If
This
you
is
can't,
We'll see.
I'm here to tell
Okay.
you the details of the story.
Okay, are you ready? Here we go. So, The Crimes of Thomas Brewster or The Curse of Davros?
This is hard. I'm going to say The Curse of Davros purely because we have that brilliant Waterloo line.
Yeah.
At Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Whatever Flip said there is quite funny. So I'm going to say Curse of Davros.
Okay.
Lines
So,
in my head.
Curse of Davros or The Fourth Wall?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I'm going to say Curse of Davros again because I feel like it was one of my first ever experiences in the booth, so I remember it very clearly.
Yeah, that's a tough one to beat. Okay, The Curse of Davros or We're an Isle?
We're an Isle again. Remind me of the aliens in We're an Isle.
Oh, it's older. He's got the cover, look.
Well, it's the Wirren.
It's
I'm the
big
Wirren.
insects.
That's a very cool hat I'm wearing, a big fluffy hat.
There must be a surprise, like, if they like Photoshop you on the cover. When the cover comes out, you're like, what am I doing?
So sometimes I have great outfits in these covers. I'm like, I would love to have that outfit.
We've had a cold day. Is that what you were wearing that morning, or if they put that on you?
That wasn't my jacket. I'm going to stick to The Curse of Davros.
Oh, okay.
I've got a feeling I know.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Okay, well, The Curse of Davros or Antidote to Oblivion?
Oh boy,
Oh, Antidote to Oblivion.
that's the one with Nabil Shaban as Seal,
Yes,
sort of slimy
very
slug.
cool person. I still like The Curse of Davros.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
because it was my first one, but I feel like it's going to get pushed off the block if you say one more.
Let's see. Well, The Curse of Davros or The Brood of Eris?
Oh, there we go. It's the cover.
That's
a
nice.
lovely cover as well.
Yeah, nice burnt orange. Curse of Davros. It's my first one. What can I say?
Okay. Curse of Davros or Scavenger?
That's a banger.
Liked Scavenger. That was fun.
That's a spacesuit one, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know?
That's the figure, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Scavenger because I was in America and a fan had created this unbelievable figurine of me, and it just brought me so much joy. And to know that had brought him joy listening to it, I'm going to say Scavenger. So
Well,
yeah,
and Mahindra in that one.
I believe she was. Yeah.
Yeah, fabulous.
Okay, well, so we got Scavenger or Stage Fright.
Oh, that's the one they made me sing in. I remember that one. Do you know what? That was quite a funny one to shoot. So let's go Stage Fright.
Okay. Stage Fright or Quicksilver?
Oh, that's Constance coming in now.
Oh, yeah. We got
Is that Constance's first one? Is that where she joined us?
Well, that's where you
came together, yeah.
Together as a threesome.
Yeah.
Let's go for Connie. Let's go for Connie.
Okay, so Quicksilver. Okay, so Quicksilver or I'm going to do this as one. Vortex Ice, Cortex Fire.
Oh, it's a double one.
Put those together.
You have a wonderful role in one of these where you were taken back to before the story started and nobody knew, but you basically played out all of the events twice. It was very complicated, but excellent.
Oh, you've swayed me then. Let's go for that one.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'll say it again. It's a mouthful. Vortex Ice, Cortex Fire, or the Behemoth?
Oh, the Behemoth. Let's go for Cortex Ice.
Okay. Vortex Ice, Cortex Fire, or the Middle?
It's one of my favourites. The Middle, I'd have to say.
I
loved that one. It sticks in my head so much. I love the idea of going to the spa with the doctor. It's just funny. And one of my all-time favourite films, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's where they age and they have that crystal. It's a really old one. They have that crystal in their hand. It's really, really niche. But yeah, I'll try and remember what it is. But I like the idea of aging and when you go into this, get to a certain age, you're kind of obsolete. I just really like the story in that one. So yeah, the Middle.
It's got Sheila Reid as an enormous war robot as well. I mean, what do you want?
There you go. Madge from Benidorm's in it. We're sticking to the Middle.
Okay, this is a tough one, I think. The Middle or Static?
Well, Static was one of your favourites, wasn't it? I'm going to stick with the Middle because it just really sticks in my head.
Okay, well, the Middle or Cry of the Vultress?
Oh, the Ice Warriors, yeah.
I remember that. I love those aliens. The Middle guys. It's going to be a tough to beat.
Okay. Oh, the middle or scorched earth.
I couldn't choose between these two.
Oh, scorched earth. Well,
It's the same writer as well.
Your opinion on these ones. Which one did you prefer?
Scorched Earth, I think that's a great.
Oh, it's really tough because they are completely different stories.
Yeah.
What might I say? Scorched earth.
Okay, let's go scorched earth because you.
Oh.
Yeah, no. If we're going to give people, a good opportunity to pick one up, let's go for scorched earth then.
Scorched earth. Okay, scorched earth or the Lovecraft invasion. Ooh.
I really enjoyed working on that one. I really like the story, but let's stick to scorched earth.
Scorched earth. Okay, and then we've got scorched earth or sibling rivalry, which is the Quinn dilemma in the set.
That was really fun. Is that
Paul Collins on the front?
Collins? Yeah, and all of the companions as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's go for that one because we're all involved, and so if you're gonna find a companion you like in there if you want to listen to that one.
Okay, well there we go then. That is the winner after all the fun. It's the last one.
Everybody officially endorsed the Quinn dilemma as the best story.
That's the one.
Right.
Thank you for indulging us in that.
Well, then we've reminded everybody about all of the wonderful stories we're in for people to go and investigate and find out if they've not.
They're all great. The middle really sticks in my head if you want a quick story, but Scorched Earth, the Quinn dilemma. Yeah, depending on what vibe you're going for, have a little look. You want horror?
That's the thing. It's like whatever mood you're in, isn't it? It's
yeah.
I've got one last big question. I did prepare you for this one. But what has been your happiest memory or your happiest moment acting?
Happiest moment acting? Do you know what? I don't know if it was when I was acting, but I remember coming off set when I'd done the hour, and it was such a huge change of what my life was about. I was an East End kid. I'd gone into this world of creativity, and it was just so cool. And I remember getting in the taxi on the way home. They'd got me a chauffeur, and I was looking out the window, going past the South Bank, and I remember thinking, "This is amazing! Like, I really appreciate how my life has come to this, And I remember being really happy, and yeah, it was a moment. I would say it would be that. But on set, let me try and think. A happiest moment on set. It's almost like I not black out. I am present in the moment, but because everything's so fast paced and quick and hectic, and you're thinking about the lines and you're engaging with your fellow actor. Is there a moment where you feel happy, especially if I'm in a character? Because a lot of characters that I play have gone through very stressful things. Probably happy when the scene's over. No, it's almost moments. I'm happy from the reaction that it gets. Having a career like Flip, having a character like Flip, getting to meet everyone that has listened to Flip, and it's brought joy into people's life. That brings me joy. That brings me happiness. So yeah, I suppose it's when it goes out into the world. It's when I feel happy.
The thing that would make me happiest in the world would be to see Flip in the schedules again. Rob, will you get on it, please? Thank you very much.
Get on it.
That is it,
Lisa. Thank you so much for coming on today and talking about your experience. We genuinely we adore Flip, and long may she continue.
Thank you so much. I hope so. Fingers crossed we have some exciting things, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Have you frozen again?
There we are, everybody. Check out at bigfinish.com all of the Flip stories, and don't forget to finish big.